Alright guys, so I've come up to this extremely steep hill in Kenilworth. So I've dropped it into low range, put my rear locker in. I've also let down my tyres to 14 psi to give me heaps of traction. So let's see how we go out this hill. It's going to take it nice and easy and just let the tyres find the traction. So it gets pretty damn steep up here. We'll see how we go. Try and hug this left line and then just slightly cross over as I get up. Oh, look at that, just ate it up. Alright guys, this is another pretty hectic hill, so I've just been for a run up it and it just keeps going. So I'm just going to start the track and just see how we go. So this is the first part. It gets pretty steep pretty quick, straight up. So I've got the locker in, I'm in low range first gear. I'm just going to slowly crawl up here and just find the traction. And I'm just going to stick to the right through this bit. There's a pretty big washout. We'll try and keep high. There we go. And now we just keep going up. There's a pretty big stump on the right hand side there. Ooh, struggling for traction there. It's pretty slippery and pretty steep. So I'm going to try and stay to the left as much as I can and just ease it through here. So I really don't want to touch that with the body of the car. See if we can just sneak through. There we go. Just had to find the traction. It's pretty steep. Alright, now we're faced with the next bit. So this bit's pretty steep as well, and there's a big hole on the left there, and a bit further up there's that big washout. So it's going to try and go straight through that hole if I can and stick high on the right side up here to try and clear that big washout. Perfect. Ew. Right, with the tyres down to 14 psi and that rear locker in, low range first gear, it's just crawling up it nice and easy. Just finding the traction with those tyres and, you know, not pushing it too hard. It's going well. Degrees outside guys, it's roasting hot. So come to another pretty decent hill climb. Just gone and checked it out and chucked the camera up and we'll see how we go. It's still that, you know, real shaily rocky hill climbs, pretty steep, and there's some nice washouts up the top here, which will definitely test out the suspension travel and also that locker. So here's some of those washouts, so I'll just take it nice and easy and see if the Mu-x can flex through these with that locker. Nice, look at the wheel lift there. Oops, I think I grabbed a stick. There's some pretty big storms that came through this area probably a few weeks ago, so there's quite a few trees down and, you know, trees across the track and that sort of thing. Well, what you might have noticed there, guys, is I had the rear locker engaged going down this hill. So lockers are awesome for going downhill as well. So what that means is when you have that rear diff locked, both rear wheels turning at the same speed, when you go down sections where your wheels are flexing out and losing traction, the rear diff lock being in or the front diff lock will keep the axle going the same speed. So what you might notice in an open diff car is when you're going down a hill and one axle loses traction, it totally flexes out and loses traction, is you'll skip and jump through a section. Well, with a diff lock, you will not do that if you have it engaged, because the rear wheels or the front wheels will be traveling at the exact same speed and you'll be able to brake both those wheels at the same speed. So it will keep you going nice and slow and also keep you very well controlled as you're going down steep hills where you might be flexing out. So let's keep going. Another big hill in Kenilworth, guys, so let's give this one a go. This one just keeps going up and up, so I'll film it in a few sections and we'll see what's at the top. See how we go at this bit. It's pretty damn steep and there's a big washout here. Might need to give it a little bit of momentum just to get through here. It's not too off camber, so I should be able to give it just that little bit of momentum just to get up the top. I left you guys in a ball of dust then. I'm surprised we got up there. That's pretty damn slippery, that section. And there's a big washout there. Huge washout. Nice and slippery, like really small pebbly rocks. Awesome, loving it. So we've still got a bit more of the hill to go. So we'll see how we go. Keeps going up and up. So I've just finished my trip and I've been using the Gaia GPS app just to track it. So I've basically tracked the whole trip and put in a few waypoints along the way. So with the app you can actually save your trips and you can see how long the trip is. So it's 13.3 kilometers long and it took 4 hours and 14 minutes to do the whole thing. So it's quite a good app. I found it to be pretty good. It doesn't freeze or anything. So I have had issues with the HEMA app freezing every now and then, which is quite annoying because then it stops recording. But this Gaia GPS app has actually been quite good. So I'm pretty happy with it. And yeah, so I've tracked the whole track today, how long it took and also the length. And yeah, put in a few waypoints so I know when I come back where the good hill climbs are. That's the little Gaia GPS app icon there if you're going to go to the App Store and look for it. Well, thanks for coming along today, guys. I've finished now. I've come back to the main road, so I'm just going to wind my winch cable in, do the tyre pressures, and then I can head home, get a nice cold drink, maybe a cold beer. So it's been 38 degrees today, so roasting hot. Running up some of those tracks was pretty hectic, but all good fun. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Some really steep tracks out here and some really good fun. Just finished airing up my tyres, so we're all ready to head off. So I'm pretty surprised how well the tyres went today actually. So the tyres are actually pretty shagged, so they're probably down to like 2mm on the inner edge on some of them. So I'll show you guys now how bad they are. The tyres are pretty much worn out, so they're actually quite low, so they're probably only a couple of millimeters tread depth in there, and the rears are even worse, so I think it's time for new tyres. So I'm really trying to run the tyres out, but I think they're getting pretty close to needing to be replaced. So what are your recommendations, guys, on the best tyre to fit? So I really want to fit either a mud terrain or a crossover mud terrain all-terrain, but something that's a lot quieter on road, because these are pretty loud when you're heading down the highway. But they've definitely done their job. I've never had any punctures or anything, so I'm pretty stoked with that. Also, guys, if you want to grab some awesome apparel from Explorer Clothing, just jump over to www.explorerclothing.com.au. Give them a like and a follow on the social media pages, so Explorer Clothing Australia, and check out these awesome designs. Explorer Clothing, seek adventure, that's what we're all about, you know, getting out there, having an adventure. So if you like that sort of thing, then check out their clothes. They got some mad shirts as well. Cheers, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more four-wheel driving and accessory fitting videos. Cheers, guys.